Of course, I wouldn't be able to talk about everything that happened to me as a child because that would take too much time. So instead, I'll just share with you some highlights and certain events. My parents were divorced when I was 6 years old. My father remarried soon after leaving us to a woman that had her own children, which my father raised as his own and forgot about my siblings and me. Even though he moved in with his new wife just a few blocks away from where he was living with us, he kind of divorced us too, because he rarely came around to see us. My mother did not remarry. Instead, she chose to have a relationship and be a girlfriend of a married man. She would be with this man for the next 20 years. It seems like my parents went on to redo their lives while forgetting the most important people that they were abandoning was us, their own three children. It seems to me that we became a burden to them, and neither of them wanted to be bothered with the responsibilities of raising three small children. Now that they had new lives, there was no room for us. We would not be a part of their new plans. So we became disposable, and they turned their backs on us for us to fend for ourselves. My mother, who had sole custody of us, chose to give us up. So we went to a home for children, where I, at age 8 through 9 years old, would be abused by an adult man that frequented this home. As a result of this violation on my child body, I would become infertile due to the damage that he caused me. And nothing bad ever happened to this man. He continued there at this home like nothing ever happened. Both my parents were made aware of what happened and they didn't do anything about it. After a few years of living in this establishment, eventually my mother took us back to go live with her. But my mother continued her single life relationships, and we would continue on our own without any adult supervision and just being a second thought to both my parents. So both my parents had suffered severe abuse in their childhood too. So growing up with two very emotionally unstable parents, where as a child I would be subjected to their arguing, fighting, physical violence, their mental health problems, their narcissistic traits, where one of my siblings would become the golden child and I was made the scapegoat. I was forced to become an adult as a child, to go out and work to help support my family and to tend to my younger siblings and to care for my mother's failing health. To say that my childhood was filled with instability, fear, abandonment, chaos, and trauma is to say the least.